Welcome back. There's confirmation of the 3-1 win for Indonesia over Thailand on day 3 here. We are going to have to play our third men's singles, Firman Abdul KHOLIK against Pannawit THONGNUAM. But victory ensured for the Indonesians, so that gives them 2 wins along with the Koreans in Group B. And the deciding winner of the group will be decided tomorrow at 2 p.m. on court 2, because Indonesia will be taking on Korea then. But for now, let's turn our attention to this one, the third men's singles. By the way, I'll be taking you through that match on court 2. My name is Paul Hand. Great to have you along. Do join us for the Korea-Indonesia clash tomorrow. Second up on court 2. That's to win Group B from now on in. So it's all kind of academic, really. The tie is sealed in Indonesia's favour. And the Thai supporters have gone rather quiet, understandably, but there has been a cracking day of action. Now there's our young man, Firman Abdul KHOLIK, and his opponent in white, Pannawit THONGNUAM. Well, whatever happens, the pressure is off of these two guys, really. You know, for the Thais, it's all about salvaging some pride. They cannot advance to the knockout draw because both Indonesia and Korea have 2 wins, and Canada and Thailand have 0. But let's find out what happens here. Firman Abdul KHOLIK then leading us out onto the court. Umpires await from Vietnam and Belgium, respectively. Little housekeeping to undergo, and then we can get the warm-up underway. So the Thai player THONGNUAM is out first, ready to commence. In terms of rankings, the Indonesian 92, the Thai 54 in the world.
Red. Service. Yep.
So Pannawit THONGNUAM electing to serve, and Firman Abdul KHOLIK selecting the end. Two-minute warm-up. Only 20 years old, this young man. He did crack the top 50. That was back in September 3 years ago. But unable to continue the ascent up the rankings, but creditably it's still he's still a top 100 athlete at 92 in the world. Had a win over the Canadian in 22 minutes on Sunday evening, which always bodes well, because confidence is such a fickle thing, isn't it? What of his opponent? Pannawit THONGNUAM, 54 in the world. Has been just a couple of spots higher, as you can see. He's 22 years old, won his first international title at the 2017 Smiling Fish International Tournament. And he also had a win against the Korean Ha Young-woon. But at the Tapai Universiade, he won 2 bronze medals in men's singles and the team event, did Pannawit. He was also the runner-up in 2015 Mexico City Grand Prix. He's 6-4 this year, as we say hello to our Vietnamese umpire. And for Mr. THONGNUAM, his best showing was a semi-final showing of the Thai Open last year, and 5 round of 16 showings thereafter. One at the Thai Masters, unable to venture quite as deep as he would have liked.
Ready.
And then most recently, the last round of 16 showing was at the Lingshui China Masters for this young 22-year-old. Firman Abdul KHOLIK in your picture there. He's never beyond 6 round of 16 showings this year. Most recently in the Malaysian International Challenge event did he win a round. But as I say, knows his way around the badminton court because he did crack the top 50 3 years ago at the age of 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Thailand, represented by Pannawit THONGNUAM. And on my left, Indonesia, represented by Abdul KHOLIK. Thailand will serve level play.
A little bit of an anxious start there.
Service over.
KHOLIK stared at him as if to say, "What was that? You're trying to take my head off." Very strong-wristed smash there.
1-0. Service over. 2-1.
This is the third crossing of swords between these two athletes. They've shared wins. Both clashes were in 2016.
3-1.
One in the Thailand Open that went the favour of the Thai player. But the lefty won in the Thai Masters, so they played 3 times in this country. Incidentally, the first match in the Thai Open went 21-18 in favour of the man in white, but then he was denied in straight games by KHOLIK at the Thai Masters. So, could be a tight one, this.
Service over. 4-3.
Getting psyched up, that's for sure. Pretty sure he's the first left-hander we've seen today, is Firman Abdul KHOLIK. And of course, it always takes a little while to settle against the lefty because the whole sort of trajectory of, you know, how they hit the ball, how the shuttle, I should say. What am I talking about? How the shuttle sort of spins, and it's just different flight path. You play so few of them that it takes a little while, unless you have the luxury of one in your practice environment on a regular basis. And it means that all the set players of THONGNUAM have to adjust ever so slightly. That's loaded with venom, but just spilling wide of the sideline.
Service over. 6-7.
Oh, nicely done. Wonderfully tight cross net there from
7.
Thongnuam.
Oh.
Wonderful, took the speed right out of that so
9,
eloquently.
7.
Beautifully done, really deft touch, silky hand skills from the Thai.
Service over. 8-9.
So as anticipated, as we took a look at their previous head-to-head showings, 1-1. It's always going to be quite a tight affair, and certainly living up to that expectation right now.
Oh. Service over. 10-8.
That's a wonderful change-up, explosive
Service over.
to the max, and then suddenly
9-10.
real gentle touch. That's a tough twin to get right. Scoreboard parity in this opening game of the 5th and last match of the day on the night session, session 3, day 3. So it's Thailand in Thongnuam that head towards the mid-game interval first with 11-10 advantage.
Count 1, 20 seconds. Count 1, 20 seconds. Hold. Leave it hold. Hold.
Well, although the Thai is dead as regards progressing in the group, this man is acquitting himself very, very well, and it's been a watchable 5th match, as always. Pannawit THONGNUAM working very, very hard to attempt to keep Firman Abdul KHOLIK at bay. Deadlock again. Oh, that's lovely. Wonderful skill level.
Service over. 11. Service over. 12-0. One point, please. One point.
Here comes the court attendant with his mop. Just tending to the court. Well, because it's an evening session, the warmth of the day has the temperature's descended just a little. No, that's a wonderful point. Looked like watching Lin Dan. That was just a languid efficiency, spreading the court really, really effectively. Indeed, Lin Dan's over on court 2 right now. You can catch that. It's just a channel if you want. Wonderful straight smash put away in the end. Nice pronation of the wrist on our slow motion camera there. That's a big hit. His opponent just reading the play to go the other way, but that straight smash was well taken. Wow, what a save and what a turnaround from Pannawit THONGNUAM. Incredible point. Look at that gap. And the strong, strong follow-up. Powering through with his body weight. Look at that, landing and wanting to follow up just in case, should it come back. A draw level in this opening game. Lin Dan in a real dogfight over on the other court. 13-5 up in the deciding game. China against India.
15-14.
Well done, the back behind, very effective.
Service over. 15, 16.
Never tire of watching that aerial cam.
Service over. 17, 15. Service over. 16, 17. Ollie. Play on. Oh.
Okay, fault called, so he must have touched the net on the way through. Very tight encounter, this one. Nothing between them. Yeah, he did. Well, it's hard to tell, actually. Yeah.
Play on. Go! 18, 17.
And you sense at this stage in the evening, with everything that's unravelled and all the extraordinary drama that's unfolded, that this match, you know, it's all important to win that opening game, because psychologically it's a tough place to come back from. Another guttural roar from KHOLIK. He enjoyed that reverse slice. It dropped so quickly.
Game point 17.
So 3 game point opportunities here. No, denied the first by some terrific athletic point from THONGNUAM. Thought he had it won there. Still 2 more game point opportunities for KHOLIK. Another one saved. Living life dangerously here. And again, THONGNUAM with the serve. Oh, brilliant from KHOLIK. He enjoyed that one. Third game point opportunity. He takes it. 21-19. Really long rally that was.
Kamu pasti kan ada tenaga bisa kuasai tenaganya gunakan yang tepat. Kalau kamu pressing, selama kamu pressing bola turun, lonet dia bisa apa nggak bisa. Ya, suatu waktu di depan kamu lonet lagi dorong, dia pasti dorong, dia kaget-kaget doang kan. Nggak pernah dia sintir loh, sekalipun nggak pernah, kecuali kamu kasih tembak. Ya, sekali mah tunggu aja biarin. Dia pressing kanan kiri, yang lari siapa? Ya, iya kan? Ya, ya, oke ya.
ตะวันเล่นจังหวะดึงได้ทีเดียวแล้วพอตะวันดึงถ้าดึงอีกทีเนี่ยตะวันเล่นชิงจังหวะก่อนไม่ใช่ว่าเขาจะดึงปุ๊บตะวันจะดึงตามเขาดึงแล้วเปลี่ยนเข้าไปเร็วก่อนนะจังหวะได้ก่อนแล้วฝั่งนี้เวลาจี้ต้องกล้าจี้เขาตัวรู้จักเขาไม่ได้จี้เขาไปจี้เร็วได้แล้วก็ดักติดลูกไม่ออกเลยตีให้เขาล้วง
ไม่ต้องกังวลโชว์ออกมาโชว์ศักยภาพที่ตัวเองมีออกมาให้หมดนะไม่ต้องกังวลอะไรเอาขึ้นลูกเอาเหนียวขึ้นเลยคุณต้องคล่องให้ดีทำได้ทำจังหวะปุ๊บก็เสร็จเกมเลยหาจังหวะชิงตีในตำแหน่งที่ตัวเองได้เปรียบไม่ได้เปรียบเราจะเล่นอะไรเนี่ยเขียนแล้วแจกนี่นะปุ๊บผลลัพธ์ตรงใหม่เสร็จเกม
จับจังหวะตอนเสิร์ฟว่าดูอ่ะ
So with it all to do, despite that sterling effort all the way through that game, he was denied by this man. Firman Abdul KHOLIK edging that opening game.
Second game.
21-19.
Level. Play.
Yeah, the lift was quite short.
Service over.
Got what it deserved.
1 love. Service over. 1-0.
Oh, thunderous. Really got hold of that cross smash.
2-1.
It's going to be interesting to see if the drift plays any part here. Whether KHOLIK can be quite as aggressive with that on his back, albeit quite subtle, of course. But it's a big hall, this. Seats up to about 11,000.
3-1.
Oh, that's nice. Subtle
4-1.
slice there from KHOLIK. And THONGNUAM just unable to read that one. KHOLIK keeps the pedal to the metal with a run of 4 consecutive points. Make that 5 now. He is tearing away with this at the start of the second game. Really building on all of that good work from the opener. Oh, beautifully done with the straight smash.
7.
He's playing expansive badminton right now. The shackles are off.
Play on.
He was inspired by the great man from China on court 2. Adjacent to this one, just moments ago, Lindan came through to secure the 5. Yep, that's good as well. There's a challenge.
Thongnguam challenge.
They've been few and far between in this match.
Out. Sorry.
But in a way, this is clever of Thongnuam because it gives him time to catch a breath and halt the momentum bubble that KHOLIK has engineered so cleverly. And it was in, indeed.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 8.
They've been warrior-like today, the Thais, in their levels of application and perseverance. Beautiful point from both.
Service over. 9. 3.
Such great industry and endeavour from the man in white here, just to keep this alive. Look at this. Talk about commitment to the cause. Well, it certainly has been no less than all-engrossing and entirely captivating, this tie today. A real treat to behold. It's not done yet. Thongnuam doing so well there to just keep the Indonesian towards the back of the court, hitting to a great length throughout.
9.
Knows how dangerous and explosive KHOLIK is. This is a really well-played point. Again, leaving it all out there, throwing himself around. Look at that save there.
Service over.
Strings gone.
10. 4.
KHOLIK has been particularly vocal throughout when it kind of, after a while, I guess, just gets inside the head of Thongnuam a little, and although he hasn't reacted, I'm sure it's sort of
Thank you.
weighing heavy on his mind, the fact that his opponent is so pumped and really wants to rub salt into the Thai wounds already. The Thais really are fighting for sheer pride here and dignity. Super level of badminton right there. Exquisite touch from KHOLIK around the front court. The straight drop was sublime. That wasn't too shabby either. Look at that. This young man straining every sinew just to try and stay with him.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Play.
So, can he get to where he needs to? 11-4 to the good. 10 points away. Make that 9 now. Both players have been so solid in defence, but KHOLIK having the last laugh there, very explosive. Respite for both as the court attendant mops up a few drops of sweat. And play will resume.
13-4. Service is over. 5-13.
Nicely done, very subtle.
Service is over. 14-6.
He's played such watertight badminton here, really has, with a lot of deception as well, the lefty.
Service over. 7-14.
Well, he looked down to check the string bed, but there was no issue there. He'll have to shoulder responsibility all himself for that error.
Service over. 15-7.
So quite a disparity in total points won now in favour of this man. 35 he's won, his opponent just 26. Is there another turning in the tide here? Pannawit THONGNUAM, a very determined individual. We've seen a lot of evidence of that throughout. Giving up on nothing, so tenacious in his attitude and application. Well, he's got to be careful, has KHOLIK, because any let-up or any sort of complacency, which is easy to do with this sort of buffer in points, and his opponent will be in. Well, a good leave, but not the most committed of calls, so THONGNUAM has challenged, understandably. And that's why he did indeed just kiss the edge of the line.
Service over. 9-15.
And he's keeping an ever dangerous presence in this set, is THONGNUAM.
Thank you. Play.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Slice drop from the top draw. Look at that.
16-9.
And he's managed to stunt any momentum that the man in the white shirt has engineered and kept him at no more than a run of 2 points throughout game 2, and that is admirable. He's really kept his concentration well, the Indonesian warrior.
Service over. 10-16.
Good leave there.
11-16.
Now, slight lapse here. Got to be careful. look of acknowledgement from KHOLIK.
17-11.
For a second, just when you feel that he's gone walkabouts a little mentally, he suddenly then regroups and keeps this Thai warrior at arm's length. Still no more than a run of 2 engineered from
Thank you.
Pannawit THONGNUAM in this game. He's had a run of 4 in the opener, of course. Well, hands down from the lines judge. He elects not to challenge and perhaps feels a little silly at leaving that one. Maybe he's fatiguing a little. It's been a long day. So still a 5-point cushion here. That was gorgeous to redeem the penultimate point.
18-12.
Superb. Straight drop.
Service over. 13-18. Oh. Service over. 19-13. Match point 13.
7 match points in favour of Firman Abdul KHOLIK of Indonesia.
Service over. 14-20.
There it is then, 21-14, the second game in favour of Firman Abdul KHOLIK. The Indonesians seal the deal 4-1 in the overall tie. And, well, that means that they have 2 group wins, as do Korea, and they will face off tomorrow, 2 o'clock local time, on court 2. Spare a thought for Pannawit THONGNUAM. It was a tidy scrap, but unable to even win a game off of the really adventurous and competitive KHOLIK today. So Indonesia safely through then to wrap up the tie, 4 matches to 1.
For tomorrow, the first match will be started.
So 21-19, 21-14 was the result in the end in favour of the Indonesian number 3, and there's just confirmation of that result. And just to recap briefly, it was Anthony Ginting that gave Indonesia the opening match with a straight games win over Phet Pradap, and then Namdash and Phuang Phuaphet from Thailand with that heady seismic upset over Gideon and Sakamuljo, the world number 1s, and then Mustafa of Indonesia with the win in singles, followed up by Alfian and Ardianto in doubles, and then Firman Abdul KHOLIK sealing the deal with the 4-1 win overall. So delight for all Indonesian fans, no doubt. Tomorrow we've another generous order of play, but just as we peruse day 3's final wrap-up there, you can see that all of the ties today from 9 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 7 o'clock this evening were secured 4-1. Do join us tomorrow for a lot more action. We've another jam-packed order of play. That concludes our Thomas and Uber Cup action from day 3 here at the Impact Arena, Bangkok. Thanks for your company. Do join us 9 AM local time tomorrow. From myself, Paul Hand, it's goodbye for now.